Alrighty, testing audio. Uno, dos, tres. Un, dos, tres. There's a cat flying around in the background. Please excuse the zoomies. Alright, let's get this all set up and we will hop into the game of the night. Oops, wrong button. Hopefully everyone had a good Thursday. Sorry for the late start again. But I just have to do this, you know. Let me refresh chit chat here. I'm going to refresh the activity feed too, just in case. Finding myself having to do that a lot. Alrighty. We are set up. We are good to go. Alright. Welcome in to episode 21 of the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. A pretty exciting time of the year. Last episode we had the draft. I think it was last episode. Anyway, we had the draft. And we got who we wanted when it came to, we were looking for a third baseman. But now we got to see if this third baseman is any good. You know, hopefully he's not a first round bust. I don't recall a time where I've drafted a generational player. I've got high hopes seeing how we picked. We picked pretty good in the draft. Like, I think it was 22nd. So, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube if you wish. And if you want to follow on Twitch, you can as well. And don't forget X and the Discord. I will try to put them both in the description by the time this VOD goes out. Would love to interact with you guys about franchise. Thank you guys for interacting with all the shorts we've been putting up and the episodes and stuff in Discord and on X. So as you can see, we are 3 games out going into the episode tonight. We are going to be taking on the Rockies, who are pretty bad. But there's a reason why we're taking on the Rockies. So kind of like an old franchise versus new franchise kind of thing. The deadline has passed. So as we look at some of the trades that has happened, the Guardians got Mason Webb from the Cardinals. Apparently the Cardinals are selling, them being last. However, they did get Kyle Manzardo in this deal. So interesting situation there. The Blue Jays got Yandy Diaz from the Rays for Brandon Barrera. So a little interdivision trade there. The Brewers got George Clayson from the Angels for Jefferson Kira. That's an interesting deal. I have not checked that starter to see if he's any good. Dodgers got Jose Soriano from the Angels. So as if they need another starter, they got another starter. And then the last one we saw, I think, was Adrian Mahone. The Reds got him from the Padres. And then there you go. The Yankees got Junior Caminero from the Rays for Austin Wells. I know some of you are Yankees fans. Let me know what that trade, how unrealistic that trade is. And then the Red Sox got Penn Murphy from the White Sox. So the most interesting thing to me about this trade deadline is that the fact that the Marlins pretty much traded away all of their outfielders. Of course, we got Griffin Conine. They also traded away Dan Myers. They also traded away Jesus Sanchez. Both of them went to the Astros, by the way. 2 separate deals. And then I can't remember who else they traded away. But anyway. So, not exactly the busiest deadline, but there were some moves that were made. I still feel good about our moves. The Brewers really didn't do anything except for that. And then the Cubs were pretty silent. The Reds got a reliever, and the Cardinals sold some pieces. So, with that being said, oh, by the way, we did do a contract extension. I put this on socials and the Discord earlier. We did extend David Bednar on a 3-year, $21 million deal. He actually wanted $5 million or $6 million. We give him $7 million per year. So technically, he's not even getting a raise, which I didn't realize his current contract was at $7 million. So that was completely an oopsie by me. But yeah, with his potential bump up and his overall going up, and just the fact that he's been really good. He's made 3 blown saves, not 2. So a slight issue there. He definitely deserves to be our closer as we try to get this playoff window. I think our playoff window is 3 years. So. Anyway, sorry about that. But, you know, we've got... I won't go into it this episode, but I really think our playoff window, we have 3 years to win a championship before we have to start making really tough decisions. So if we want to try to win a title with these guys, we need to start kind of now. We took a step in that last year by making I think it was the wild card. So we want to do better, and we're going to try to do better. Anyone on the waiver wire? Eloy Jimenez is on the waiver wire, and I thought about it, but then I was just like, we don't really have a spot for him. So we're not going to put a claim on him. We're not going to play it on any of these guys. All right. Let's go ahead and get the draft picks out of the way. I know some of you watching the VOD or here in the chat want to see the draft picks now, and I want to see the draft picks now. I'm very excited. Let's see who we got. And we have hit the Pirates booty. Danny Odell is a 99 generational third baseman. An 82 overall. Oh, wow. I think that's the first time I've ever had a generational talent player. And look at these stats. Holy smoke, he's a switch hitter. Throws right. Can play third and first. I think next year he's still going to start in the minors, so we can get that fielding just a tick up. But we have ourselves a future superstar in this franchise, and his name is Danny Odell from the University of North Carolina. Love to see it. Actually, he didn't even go to college. He's actually some high school in North Carolina. You can put whatever school you want to in there. But, yeah, look at that. Generational talent. That's the first. Let's don't mess it up. Jose Nuvar turned out to be kind of a bust, a D potential player, 70 overall, so at least he'll be a body in our farm system. Chris O'Neill, we were looking for a right fielder. We hit it pretty good with him. He's a B potential, an 86 potential. He's a 63 overall, so he's got a couple years in the minors before he comes up, which is fine. That blends in nicely with Griffin Conine. Got to get that arm and accuracy up. Pretty happy with his hitting, and he is a pretty good base stealer. Love to see that. Connie Harley, a 91 potential, but he's a 47 overall, so it's going to be quite some time before he is, I mean, even in Double-A, it's going to be quite some time before he's, called up. If we even see him this series, I hope we do. I would like to see Connie Harley this series before we call it, but we got plenty of time for that. This series will go hopefully past 100 episodes. So we've got plenty of time to think about Connie Harley. Chris Asuncion, the guy that was injured, turned out to be a D potential. That does not surprise me, but that's why you just take the risk on these guys. Like I said, he's a body. You never know. He could get a potential bump. I'm not giving up on this guy quite yet. Let's see what he's got. He's 6'5". He's a big dude. 6'5", 214. 20 years out of Puerto Rico. Clifford Potter, the second baseman, also is a D potential. He could grow a little bit, but, he could be a late inning base stealer. So I wouldn't say he's completely useless, Use him to pinch run late in games. Definitely won't see major league time, but could be a nice little threat in the minor leagues. And then lastly, Brandon Escalera, a starting pitcher, 6'5", 233 out of Venezuela, 19 years old. We hit it pretty good with him, a C potential, already a 64 overall. Throws a two-seamer, slider, and curve. So nothing great. But the fact that we got a generational player makes this draft a win. First one I've ever drafted. So love to see that. Danny Odell. Probably will spend next year in the minors just to work on his fielding. But other than that, man, Ke'Bryan Hayes better watch his back because we cannot keep a generational talent down for long. So even though we had some busts in this draft, the good news is the 3 positions that we aimed to, improve, we hit on. Danny Odell, Chris O'Neal, and even though he's a long ways away, Connie Harley, which is fine. That works out. We've got Tamar Johnson, and we've got Chase Sang-Ching, in our minor league system that could be seeing some playing time soon. So that kind of works out. Was there any other generational talent? Diamondbacks lost 2 picks there. There's a 95 by the Dodgers. They still didn't sign 2 of their guys. Padres had a solid draft. Giants had an okay draft. Orioles did not have a great draft. Red Sox had a good draft. There's a generational catcher in Jason Martin, but he's a 48 overall. So, gonna be some time before he even makes it. So, 2 generational talents in this draft. Is there any more here? Let's see if there's any more. Guardians had an okay draft. There's a 97, third baseman Michael Nieves. Twins had a really good draft. Excellent draft by them. Waylon Diaz being their best pick. Solid draft by the Astros. Angels continue to just fail at everything they do. Okay. So seems like there's 2 generational talents. There's a 95, Connie Spanos, a first baseman, and he's a 56 overall. So definitely a diamond in the rough late pick for the Marlins. I think we had a chance to draft him, and we did not. So it's fine. It's all good. Mets, Phillies, not a great draft. Nationals, not a great draft. Cubs, eh. The Reds, there's a 92 in Mark Jernigan. The Brewers had a 92, Adolfo DaCosta, a right fielder. All right, so there were 2 generational talents, both at third base. All right, I love it. Danny Odell, get used to the name. He is going to be the face of the franchise soon enough. I love the fact that he's a switch hitter. He's a kind of a big dude. Probably won't be big in the stealing department, but he's going to be working on his fielding. I think what we're going to do next year is we're going to put him in Double-A for the first half of the season, and if he performs well, then we'll move him to Triple-A for the second half of next season, and then he will be added to the 40-man come 2027. All right, well, I'm happy. Let's hop into the game of the night here. We're already a little bit behind. Not a good day for extras. So we're going to take on the Rockies, who are just struggling. So we'll see which Rockies team we get here. Mitch Keller will be on the bump for us. Big outfield here. Let's put Billy Cook in left. I face Jaden Hill. Griffin Conine is hitting the ball hard. Spencer Horwitz, I know he's cold, but we're going to hit him third anyway. Falefa will be back in the lineup. Billy Cook and Ke'Bryan Hayes, who just continues to not really hit the ball whatsoever. All right, here we go. 61-52. We are 3 games back of the Brewers. We are on a 3 or 4 game losing streak. Rockies are 41-71. Can't underestimate these guys, though. The fact that Ryan McMahon is still a Rocky is amazing to me.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Colorado Rockies.
Former franchise versus current franchise. Mitch Keller apparently has been dominant. I don't think that's completely true. We'll check out his numbers. O'Neal Cruz has got a hot streak. And then there's the Rockies that we don't really care much about. League news. What do we got going on here? Royce Lewis hits 100 career home runs. Love to see it. We are back within 3 games of the Brewers. And we got some injuries. Cal Raleigh and Ozzie Albies going to the 10-day DL. And then Shohei Ohtani hits his 300th career home run. So, good stuff there. Nothing really new to talk about on the farm report. Sam Senecor continues to just be really good in Double-A. But I guess we won't get to see his stats per se. He's hitting 315. Not a lot of power, but he's hitting 315, which is fine by me. And then Hunter Barco is like 14 and... See if he'll show it here. It won't. Okay. He's like 14 and 5 in AAA. So he's really making himself known.
Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents
there we go, Mitch Keller. What a rough record there. 7 games started, 1-2 record, but his ERA is under 2 and a WHIP under 1. That tells me the offense has not been hitting in his starts. Let's see if we can change that.
First pitch coming your way next.
Pirates Rockies. Current franchise versus former franchise from a couple years ago.
Just about ready to roll. And on the mound today, Jaden Hill. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So
Jaden Hill, 0-6 on the mound. Let's take a look at him. He's a 26-year-old, 70 overall righty. Fastball, slider, change, and cutter. None of these stats will really excite you. But hey, we've been dominated by more, okay? He's given up at least a run in every start this season. Maybe that'll change. Let's see what we got on the plate tonight. O'Neal Cruz leading it off for us.
There's a strike up high, and we are
He just continues to throw that high strike, and he gets called every time.
And that is cut on and missed.
But we can't touch it either, so that sucks.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to.
O'Neal Cruz strikes out on 3 pitches. I'm telling you, man, I just cannot hit that pitch.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Brian Reynolds here, 8th in the National League at RBIs.
And Reynolds lines one over the head, and he's going to stay hot. We're going to go gap shopping here in Colorado. We thought about 3, but we're going to stay at 2. Brian Reynolds, 1-out double.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in
just over the head of the second
baseman.
baseman.
Split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Thought about 3, but changed their mind.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Horowitz will hit next.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Yep, so here's Horowitz.
The Pirates could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt.
We're definitely 3 games behind the Brewers.
Every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure.
And Horowitz! Welcome! We got a howitzer shot. 454. Pirates get the lead.
His 19th home run of the year. It's 2-0.
You had to expect that coming at some point. Number 19 on the year for the howitzer. And we got a lead.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball.
You have to just kind of expect that coming, man. Horowitz is only going to stay cold for so long.
He was all over that fastball.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh,
boy.
Andy Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. Nice
Andy a little greedy on that one.
Hill with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
266 for Indy, first full year. There's our catcher.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for
Of course,
him on
Joey
the
Bart
mound.
continues
Maybe
to. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. He's not going to come back.
To get back on track.
That one missed.
Got to keep an eye on the Brewers down below, see what their score is.
And now it's even up.
So now that the deadline is passed, we need to focus on getting to the playoffs.
And that one missing.
I think we got the team to do it. We need some players to kind of step up a little more. But I think we got the team to do it.
Kicks and fires.
An Indy off the glove of the first baseman. Nice play. I think that's Toglia.
Throws the first. Quick recovery from the misplay.
And that's 2 down.
There's a Pirates lineup now. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Brian Reynolds.
Yeah.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But
good lineup we got here. We got IKF back in the lineup, struggling a little bit.
When he gets his foot down on time,
there's Griffin Conine.
So much consistency, that bat stays in the zone.
Let's check out the defense for this Rockies team. Not a bad looking defense here. Yaquil Fernandez in left, Brenton Doyle in center. Watch out for that arm. Christian Robinson in right, McMahon and Tovar on the left side of the infield. Tyro Estrada, Michael Toglia, Hunter Fiducia. I think that's how you say his name. Behind the plate, and I don't know who they have DHing. I don't think it's Nolan Jones. It is Nolan Jones. He has not been traded in this franchise. So, Nolan Jones is the DH.
Griffin Conine in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Conine rips it. It's going to go foul, though. 0-2. And a boy, he's going to pull that to right field, and that's going to get by the right fielder. And Conine is on his horse. He wants 3, and he's going to get 3. A 2-out triple by Griffin Conine. Robinson in right. Tries to make a good catch, and it cost him 3 bases. Oh, the Rockies going to Rocky.
Solo runner at third, 2 outs. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
There's IKF now.
There's the strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but
Ooh, Blake Snell's taking the lead in wins.
As high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Foul ball there.
So out in front of that.
Runner at third, 2 away.
So out in front of it. He throws really slow. I got to adjust to that. So Falefa strikes out. But Spencer Horwitz. Here comes the howitzer. Gives us a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the first we go.
Back here in Denver, and today's starter, Mitch
There we
Keller.
go.
Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous.
The hot dog vendor in the background having trouble walking.
Yeah,
Mitch Keller's been really good. Offense hasn't been giving him support.
We go to the bottom of the first.
Oh, we gave him support now.
Doyle. Swing and a ball.
As Doyle swings the first pitch.
Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez makes a nice play. A 1 pitch, 1 out.
Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any
Not
other
a lot
team
of
in the
hitting
league.
on this.
Boog, I didn't walk very much, but I'll tell you what, it drives
And
me
Ryan
a
McMahon
little
hitting
crazy to
251.
see.
You got
I mean,
Hunter
we're in
Fiducia
this
at
modern
296.
era of baseball, and we know how important walks are. You get runners on base, they end up leading the runs, but this whole lineup just seems to be made up of players
There's
who
Nolan
come to the
Jones.
dish. They don't have a plan. They come unglued right away. You've got to make that pitcher work a little bit more. It's not like you're going to get a steady diet of meatballs all game long.
Hacktastic might be the way to describe it.
Diamondbacks hold the first wild card seed. We have the second wild card seed. And I don't remember who has the third one. Might be the Cubs. As Jones scorches that right to IKF. 2 down.
I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon is up. Here's the defense for the Buccos here tonight. Billy Cook, we're going to need that speed. Out there in left, Cruz in center, Conine in right. Hayes, Falefa, Gonzalez, and Horwitz around the infield. Indy Rodriguez behind the plate. DH, of course, is Brian Reynolds in support to try to get a win here for Mitch Keller. Oh, the night is young. Ryan McMahon's been swinging a really hot bat.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt.
A lot of people
that
here
the
for a
success
team
rate
that's
goes up, and that's what he's
not
been
doing great.
It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one finds the
Gotta
zone.
say, man, Colorado really
Balls and a
shows up,
strike.
I guess.
2 out, space is empty.
Ground ball,
Right side,
Horwitz. Good
Takes
play.
himself, 3 up, 3
Keller
down,
has
inning
a
over.
1-2-3 inning.
Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail things here 2-0.
Going to the second. Pittsburgh 2, Rockies nothing.
New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
All right, Nick. Average has been
Bill,
plummeting.
26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. First pitch misses.
Got to think with this air, these sliders not going to break as much. I don't think he's got a curveball.
Just missed. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls
Lawrence
and
behind
strikes.
the plate.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
We'll see about
Spook,
that.
just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
A swing and a
Good
miss.
slider there,
And
2-1,
that's
Nick
strike
Gonzalez.
Chris, the players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his
Outside,
strengths
3-1.
regardless.
Billy
The
Cook is
hitter's
on
gotta
deck.
hit to his strength, so
Not
you're
hitting
aware
half
of it,
bad
but
for a
you
D
have to
potential.
Just hunt for what you can handle.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side.
got a
That'll
full
find
count.
the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Check swing,
Check
no
swing
go.
and a 3-2. Appeal down to
Gonzalez
first.
will take a
No,
walk.
he held back. That's ball 4. Man at first, Billy
All right,
Cook.
here's Billy
The
Cook.
next Pirate to hit. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him.
Oh my God, Cook
Swing
pops it
and
up.
ball popped in the air. Estrada
That is 100% lack of vision right there.
hauls it in for the out. And there's
Cook
one
pops
down.
straight it up.
Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect
All right, here's
label
Hayes.
over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a first pitch fastball is
Hayes has
in for
not
a
been
strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up.
I have a
there.
feeling
Really
his
good
time
pitch
as
to
our
hit,
full-time
but
third
he
baseman
took
is
it
coming
all
to an end.
away. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a
And
miss.
some sliders
And
down
it's
the plate.
0-2.
0-2.
Gonzalez at first, one gone. Outside low.
Way
And that's
outside.
ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
There goes Gonzalez. Pitch is a little out.
Safe
And Gonzalez will steal a base.
Steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just
7 stolen bases on the year for the Spanish Hammer.
Offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Now we got a 2-2.
Cut on and lifted
Hayes
in the
gets
air.
jammed right field.
Robinson makes the grab.
And Reynolds, or excuse me, Gonzalez is going to take the base.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder.
Weird
You have to
sack
put it
fly,
into
2 down.
His highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide
gotta deal with
receiver playing
Cruz.
football.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. That one misses.
Struck out on
Ball
3
one.
pitches in his first at bats. Let's have a better one here.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second.
Oof. That ball tattooed right center field. Doyle's not going to get to that one.
And that
Gonzalez
one
is going to
off the
score.
wall. And in at second
Cruz
with an
will
RBI
stand
double.
at second. 3-0 Pirates.
Comes through with the RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Love to see that.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. Doubled in his first AB.
Oh,
Out to center.
got greedy on that one. I should have took it.
He's there.
Reynolds is going to
He's got
fly
it.
out. We
And
get
that's
one
the
more,
third
though.
out.
Thanks to O'Neal
Well, Rob will
Cruz.
score in the inning on this RBI
3-0
double.
Pirates.
It's now 3-0.
Real early.
Major League Baseball is on the
Real
show.
early.
We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Michael Tolia.
Here is Tolia.
Keller back to work. Right through there for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable.
There's the
Gotta
wild
stay
card
aggressive,
standings.
Keep attacking hitters. Try to cruise through this ball game.
Late with the swing.
Elevated
there.
fastball,
Love to
swing and a
see
miss
it.
by
Power
Tolia.
versus power right there.
0-2.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Just really need Keller to have a solid outing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's have a solid outing today.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
And here we go. The at-bat where they foul everything off. Cool. They're on everything I throw. But they don't swing anything off the plate. Okay, game.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Whatever you say, man.
Fights that one
I hated
away,
bats
still
like this so
1-2.
much. They make me very upset. No reason for him to be fouling all these pitches off with his vision at 30-something.
Cuts and
Well, we're going to get him on the
misses. It's a
slurve.
strikeout.
Good at bat by Tolia, but he's going to strike out.
Pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try
Well,
to
that,
shut it up
here
so that
is
you can
Ezekiel
at least
Tovar.
get the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so. You
Good
question the
defensively.
2-strike approach.
Ezekiel Tovar in the box now. No balls.
Been doing
and
a few
strike.
things with the glove.
One out, bases empty. That one's in.
I gotta
there.
also
That is
remember
strike two.
that, you know, we're in Coors, so, you know, the pitches aren't going to break as much. It don't matter if they're going to chase him. Tovar strikes out.
Clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches.
Here is the left fielder, Yaquil Fernandez.
You committed to it as it was leaving his hand. By the time you realized it wasn't going to
Keller's
be
got a
in the zone,
3-0
it's too late to
lead,
hold
man.
up your
Just
swing.
pound the zone, buddy. Pound the zone. Oh my gosh, what a play by IKF. You got to be kidding me. Play of the year so far. Zaina Kair-Falefa. What a play from the seat of his pants. 2-0, or sorry, 3-0 Pirates.
Top half of the third inning.
That was absolutely gorgeous. Isaiah Kair-Falefa just confuses me, yes. He continues to just show why we just shouldn't give up on him. From the seat of his pants, man. That is incredible. What a throw. Gets rid of it so quickly. That's such a good throw. Atta boy, way to help out your pitcher.
And first off,
and here's Horwitz.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And there's a ball.
And a 2-run howitzer blast in the first.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Can't get greedy. But I'm absolutely going to get greedy. I was so late on that.
Side, he'll see another.
Just couldn't hold up.
Swings and misses.
Just couldn't hold up.
Collects, fires to
I knew that was
first,
going to be out of the zone. I
gets
just couldn't
him.
hold up.
One away on a drop third strike.
That's all right.
Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Endy Rodriguez.
There's
He's
Endy.
0 for 1.
And Andy tattoos that ball right center field, and that's going to bounce off the high wall. And Indy will stroll into second base. 102 off the bat.
Instead of the top spin, and he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
At the plate
Golly.
for Pittsburgh, Griffin Conine. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip.
And Conine probably shouldn't have swung at that.
Estrada throws to first in time.
We'll get a runner to third, though, so it's not all bad.
Isaiah Kair-Falefa up to the plate. He
I'm
struck
going to
out
assume
swinging in his
the
first
chat
at-bat.
is working.
The shortstop takes the
IKF.
ball, stirring in the Colorado bullpen. Kyle
Already got
Freeland
people warming up.
getting loose out there.
The lefty Kyle Freeland.
Up the middle.
Left a little jammed.
Tosses to
He
first.
will be
That
tossed
takes
out.
care of Kair-Falefa. And that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 3 and the Rockies nothing.
Let's keep her going, man. Bottom 3.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough
Man, the Rockies
series
have just been a
offensively, and
horrible
look at
team.
those numbers.
Only hitting 204 in their last series. I don't know who they had. I don't know if I think it was the Red Sox, but I'm not 100% sure. Just absolutely struggling.
To the right side.
Oh.
And it finds its way
Well,
through for a hit.
There's a hit for Estrada, as for some reason Gonzalez dives over the ball. Love to see it.
Christian Robinson now. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Right
There's
there
Robinson.
for a strike.
I can't believe Majinski is a starter in real life. Ball's going to go foul.
Estrada gets his lead at first with nobody out.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive.
I still think we need a few more swing and miss on our pitchers.
There's a swing
And Robinson hits that to left field. That's going to bang off the wall. They're going to throw it home, and that throw is offline, and he's going to score. Rockies are going to get on the board.
Well, that certainly feels good when you
Just a good relay would have had him.
down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just missed
A
out
good
on
relay would have had him.
right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't
IKF
have the right
just
launch
overthrew
angle
it.
to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And here's the catcher, Hunter Fiducia.
All right, well, it's never an easy game, is it? Now the strike zone's going to get small. All right. I was wondering when the game was going to rubber it.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak.
Team
but
30
once
games
the
under
league gets a
500.
hook on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Perfect plate vision, 2-0.
Appears they're working around him with the base open.
Absolutely not trying to work around him. The game wants me to work
just
around
not
him.
what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that, but ultimately this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Not a lot of power. Wow.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Thought we wanted that. Two and two, so the Rockies striking back here in the third. That misplay by Gonzalez costing us a run. And Fiducia, ugly pitch, uglier swing, big first out for Keller.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. Flied out his first time.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very
Here's
good
Brennan
read
Doyle.
and can determine whether or not he can score
A lot of
on
speed.
that base hit.
Keller checks the runner. Robinson dives back in safely.
Get a little check C on Robinson.
Runner takes off the third. This one smoked.
They tried to hit and run this ball,
Cook pulls it
but
down.
Doyle will
There's
fly
two
out to
gone.
Cook. 2 down. Good try. They usually pull that off perfectly, so.
Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 1 so far.
All right, and here's Jones. Got a lot of power. Or no, he doesn't. Got good clutch, though, so we still need to be careful.
And that's outside. Runner at second, 2 down.
I'm so scared to throw him a fastball, man.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Can't beat ourselves, man. Good sinker by Keller.
Good late sink on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a good eye there.
Atta boy. Keller gets Jones swinging.
Run, a pair of hits, no errors, and
Rockies get a run.
3 innings complete. It's the Pirates 3 and the Rockies 1.
We are still up 3-1. Nice job by Keller. That play by Gonzalez, man. Cost us that run.
Start of the 4th. Now it's going to be Nick Gonzalez.
Speaking of Gonzalez, here he's leading it off.
That misses.
It's Jaden Hill. We'll see how long Jaden Hill stays out there. The bullpen was warming up.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, these Pirates
Sure, we'll miss that pitch.
Job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come
Good
their
timing.
way, and I'm
Doesn't
seeing
matter.
very patient at bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that,
Might as well swing at that.
This started to throw more pitches than he wanted to. At
That was
this point in the
disgusting.
game.
1-2 now.
Gonzalez, he pulls it to left field. That's going to drop in.
And that'll fall for a base
Don't know
hit.
how we hit that.
Had a good start to the inning.
We just swung and missed. A good timing down the middle, but we hit that ball. Okay. We'll take the leadoff hit.
Up next for the Pirates, Billy Cook. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And
Here's
that
Cook.
skips in the dirt.
Not a lot of vision on Cook.
The 1-0. Just missed.
2 balls, no
This is one of those
strikes.
situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be
I think
hit.
they're worried that
extremely
he's
hard
going to
right
steal.
out
I
if
don't
they're gonna
plan
have a
on
chance
sending
to go
Gonzalez
for a
here.
double play.
Gonzalez on at first. Nobody out.
Billy Cook got a 3-0 count. Got the red light here.
And there's the automatic.
Right down the
Taking
ding-a-ling.
all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Wow.
And a swing and a miss.
Foul tip. Good timing.
The kick in the
There goes Gonzalez again, but Billy Cook will take his base. He's going to get a
Now
walk.
He's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to
Here's
find
Hayes.
a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Hayes. Just missed.
boy. 1-0.
No outs, runners at first and second.
Oh, and
On the
Hayes
ground left side, 6, 4.
just knows how to kill all the rallies.
Turn the double play.
Love the good timing double play balls, just like the game wants.
That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough
Just can't
plays
understand
look
it, man.
simple.
Hayes is just... He's playing himself to a bench roll. He doesn't hit. His fielding's great, but...
The next Pirate to hit.
RBI
Another good timing.
last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Fastball
Here's
in
Cruz.
for a strike. 0-1.
Got an RBI
Two
double.
outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a foul ball.
Now let's get that run in. And it looks like we will. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Gonzalez will score. Pirates get the run right back.
Well, here we are, third time
O'Neal
through the order.
Cruz.
This is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Let's try by Tolia.
Here comes the skipper.
And that's
going to
be it.
And he's ready to make the move. Jaden Hill out of the game.
So is it going to be Kyle Freeland?
And we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
That's who's been warming up. Let's see who they bring in, though.
They
Is
go with
indeed.
one of their more experienced arms in this spot. Kyle
Is indeed
Freeland.
Kyle
He
Freeland.
doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be
Pretty good numbers for Freeland out of the pen this year. 25th game. Been a busy man. Let's check him out. 32-year-old, 70 overall lefty. Sinker, slider, fastball, knuckle curve, and change. Give up 3 runs in his last outing. Giving up 15 runs in his last 10 outings. So
First with 2 away. Next is the Pirates DH, Ryan Reynolds. 1 for 2. In the first pitch,
don't think we're
misses
going to
for
try to
ball
steal
1.
here. Especially with Reynolds having a hot bat. I know Cruz can steal bases, but don't need to risk it. And Kyle Freeland uses that tall frame
Over to first. And
to
they
rob
take care of
Reynolds
for
of a
the
hit.
out. Third out, but the RBI single.
But O'Neal
pushes across
Cruz
a run.
pulls
It's
one
now
down the
a
first base
4-1
line,
ball
gets
game.
us another
You're
run.
watching Major League Baseball on the
4-1
show.
Pittsburgh. Going bottom 4. We're absolutely not going to get 2 on that one.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Ryan McMahon.
All right, here's Ryan McMahon leading it off.
And
Wow.
first offering a fastball for a strike.
Courtesy
All these
call. I'll
Rockies
take it.
Just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from
Don't
weak
blame 'em.
contact on pitches they're chasing
Don't blame him.
outside of the
That was
strike
not a
zone.
strike.
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
I got to say, the sinker has been really hit and miss. It's either been rising or it's hit its mark.
Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
I don't know where that ball went, but okay. McMahon fouls it off.
The 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Just not enough. Just not enough on that one. Got enough on that one. McMahon strikes out looking. Mitch Keller.
Just a beautiful fastball on
5th
the inside
strikeout for him
corner
already.
Backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm
what he was
angle.
looking
So
at.
I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's Michael Tolia. Went down on strikes his first time
Here is
through.
Tolia.
delivers a pitch in for a
Strike
strike
one.
at 95.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Woo! We made a mistake there, but we got away with it.
Hayes.
Hayes under it.
And it's caught for the out.
2 down. Appreciate you guys being here tonight, whether you are here live or checking out the VOD on YouTube. Thank you very much. If you want to do me a favor and hit the like button on the video and subscribe. That way we can get the content out to fellow franchisers out there. It's nice, it's easy, it's free, and it helps me out. Thank you guys so much for the support on the series so far.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Not counting this episode, we are 20 episodes in, so let me know in the comments what you think of the series so far. Any changes you want to see? Don't know how that's not destroying, but any changes you want to see? What you like, dislike? I do value feedback. Don't know how we hit that.
But pulled foul.
1 and 2 to Tovar. You know, they just sit on fastballs inside.
Two down, nobody on.
And we're going to get Tovar on the same pitch as last time. Nice job by Keller. 6 Ks for him. Let's go to the 5th. Pirates 4, Rockies 1.
And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
And here's Horwitz.
Out to
jammed off the knuckles there.
Fires across the
That's the 2024 Gold Glover. We'll throw out Horwitz. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Andy Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Freeland, 32 years old, and he's playing today in his home state of Colorado.
Wow. Here's Indy.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
Smoked a double. And what a play. The Rockies, if there's one thing they know how to do, is play good defense. They've got good defense around the inside of the field here. That's a nice robbery. I forgot who that was. That's Tyro Estrada. Yep.
For Pittsburgh, Griffin Conine.
That makes sense.
Fastball for a
He's good at what he does. So here's Conine. Guess the Brewers are off today. Wow.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
You think at some point I would lay off that pitch, but no. Conine pulls that to right field. That's going to drop in. All right, we'll take these little bloopy hits. Conine.
Up next for the Pirates, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 0 for 2 in this one.
Here's Falefa.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
0 for 2. The bat is really slowed down for Falefa. He's been playing some solid defense at short. Oh.
Out towards left center.
They should not have hit that at all.
And that'll do it. So no
Get a little impatient. Kyle Freeland has a solid inning.
Home half of the 5th coming up.
Bottom
it's
5.
The Pirates 4 and the Rockies 1.
You see the score.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Man, Mitch Keller looking real good, picking up where he left off, really. Hopefully he can keep that going. Got the 6, 7, 8 due up.
Keller back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
All these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ooh, heads up.
Backed off the plate that time.
Something you don't see often. I pitch with too much break. My bad. My bad. Go right back to it. He does not chase.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Off the plate again, full count. Can't be giving up walks here.
That's
exactly what we're going to do, though. I kind of saw that coming.
In that plate appearance, works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he's
okay.
Really nice plate appearance.
Come on with 42 vision. Good at bat.
1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Here's Estrada. All of a sudden, Keller can't find the freaking zone. Tell me we haven't heard this before.
Inside. And now
everyone's got a perfect plate vision now. Here comes the rubber band. I was wondering what inning it was going to show up here tonight.
And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Just keep making our pitches, man. That's all we can do. Ground ball. Horowitz, nice play. Out at second. And Keller steps on the bag. Nice double play. Good 3-6-1. Nice job by Keller to hurry off the mound.
Everything has to be perfect, and right there,
attaboy.
Look pretty easy.
Christian Robinson digging in for the Rockies. He doubled home a run in his first debut.
2 down. Here is Robinson.
Just missed.
Kind of net even.
I think the key, I mean, if he can get
let a ball go by him on defense, scored a run, drove in a run, I should say.
Lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
I was as down the middle as you can get.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
I miss these purple jerseys.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very
Mitch Keller
impressive.
is
This has been a treat to watch.
Really picking up where he left off.
That one misses.
If I could just get that slurve to work. Got the fastball working, though.
And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
How about Mitch Keller?
So no runs,
hitting
no
triple
hits,
digits
no
on
errors,
strikeouts.
no
Love to see it.
We're through 5. It's the Pirates 4.
We are halfway
and the
done
Rockies
here in
1.
Colorado, 4-1.
Back here at Coors Field, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Nick Gonzalez.
With Joey Bart's swing is something else. All right, here's Nick Gonzalez.
Bounce to the left side.
Taps it off the plate.
Boots it.
And that is a low throw by McMahon. Toglia cannot dig it out. That's going to be an E5, and Gonzalez will reach for the third time tonight.
Speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder,
that was such a low throw.
The speed of the runner sometimes can get
Billy
your head.
tried to pick
he just
it.
rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
But no dice.
And now Billy Cook.
Here's Cook.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
When you're taking your lead over there at
256
first,
on the
you gotta
year.
be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a
The
good
lowest
pickoff
rated player on the
Gonzalez
team.
gets his lead at first, nobody out.
He's made a difference. And he's going to make another difference here as he's going to hit that to center field. Gonzalez is going to stop at second.
Lead runner holds
We are
up.
not testing
They're
that arm of
first and
Brenton
second
Doyle.
with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than
First
that.
and second,
I've watched
nobody
bases
out.
like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now here is Brian Hayes.
All right, here comes Hayes.
Not close with that one, and that's ball one.
He is 0 for 2, fly out, and a double play ground out. Just need to see him get hot, man. And that will work. Center field. That will go into the gap past Brennan Doyle. One run's going to score. Cook is being waved around, and he will score. RBI double by Brian Hayes.
Even though center fielders are amazing at
Hey,
tracking down
Hayes.
balls these days, there's still
What do you
a lot of
say?
room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer
That ball
down
was
the
hit
center
so
like
hard,
that,
Brenton
there's
Doyle didn't have a
decent
chance to
chance
cut
you're
it
picking
off.
up extra bases.
O'Neal Cruz.
Nicely
the next to
done.
hit. That one almost got him.
Cruz having a nice night. 2 for 3 with a double single. 2 RBIs, I believe.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Guess my
Nobody
chat's
out
not
with a
working.
pair of runs across in the frame, and we're the top half of the sixth.
Gonna refresh it just in case. Cruz left field. That's gonna drop in. We're gonna have to hold at third.
And that's good enough to hold the lead.
And a
runner
3-hit
at
night
third.
for O'Neal
Runners
Cruz.
now at the corners.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Brian Reynolds.
Now we got
Now
Reynolds.
at the plate. 1 for 3.
And that ball hit high.
Left
Deep.
center.
Should be easy enough to tag.
Doyle makes the grab. Runner tagging from third.
Here comes the
He'll be
runner.
late to the plate,
That
and
is
he's
Hayes,
in
and he
there
will score.
as a run scores.
Sac fly
Well,
for
that's a
Brian
third run of the
Reynolds.
inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it
And
looks
Bud
like
Black's
we'll see
still
a
there.
change on the mound. Kyle Freeland.
Gonna take Freeland
gives
out.
way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break.
Didn't do that well.
New arm on the mound when we get back.
Let's see who they got coming out of the bullpen this time.
Trevor Rogers comes
Trevor
on now.
Rogers.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups.
He's also had a
this
solid year.
So this seems like a calculated move.
Be his 57th game, a 2.2 ERA.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz.
Let's check out Trevor Rogers, 28-year-old, 64 overall relief pitcher. He's a lefty, fastball, sinker, circle change, and slider. With Miami for a while. Now here he is with the Rockies. Got the pickoff artist, so good to know there.
He's already homered here in this one.
Don't plan on stealing, don't worry.
And that drops in for a strike. Rogers, a former All-Star.
Would love to,
he
but
features a four-seam fastball,
no reason to.
a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
Probably should have, though.
2 ball. There's one. And it It's a double play.
As Horowitz will ground into a double play, Rogers gets the job done.
3 hits, 1 error, and no one left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 7.
Well, Keller, we gave you
Rockies
some
1.
offense. I should have went on that pitch.
Bottom of the inning, and the batter now, Hunter Fiducia.
Fiducia. There's 2 different pronunciations. Which one is it?
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too
I was
much
down the middle.
finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1-1. Let's get Cade Horton warming up, stretching and tossing just in case. Mitch Keller's done a great job here tonight. Oh, we got a 3-headed monster if, or we'd have a 4-headed monster if Jared Jones can get his act together. You know, Skeens, Oviedo, Keller, all doing their part. Jared Jones should be better. He's really struggling.
That one almost got him. Straighten him up a little bit.
My fault. Let's go Cutter here. The Cutter really hasn't been working that well tonight.
2-2 now.
Oh my goodness, what a play by Spencer Horowitz. That ball was hit right at him. Nice play, gets down on a knee.
Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and now Brenton
Good
Doyle.
defense. And here comes Brenton Doyle.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's
The
the count.
Pirates up big in this one here in the bottom
I guess
of
the
the
Brewers
6th.
didn't play today. I guess they were off. Haven't seen a Brewers score, Eddie.
Doyle started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look
Umpires
to
say
first,
Doyle
and he
went.
went around, says Ricky
I don't
Holiday.
know about that one.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Let's do it again. Here's the 1-2 to Doyle. Kind of just ran its way back in there, didn't it? Keep her going. 1-2. Don't get cute.
One down, base is empty. That's off the mark. 2 balls,
Just
2
hit the
strikes.
zone, Kelly.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Oof.
Lifted in the air, left.
That made a
field,
sweet
3
sound
well
off the
struck.
bat,
Cruz
but it's going to
moving
be a
under
harmless
it.
fly ball. Cruz will grab it.
Squeezes it. 2
Two down.
away now. Next for Colorado, Nolan Jones.
Here comes Nolan. What a decrease in power we've seen out of Nolan Jones from last year's game compared to this year's. The Rockies franchise, when I had it, he was a... Seemed like he was going to get on base every time he came up to plate.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, as good as things can be,
0-2 is the
it
count.
can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
0-2 count.
2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Guys. Jones left field. That's going to drop in.
That one gets down for a hit.
He finally hits that fastball up in the zone.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not.
Nice job by Jones to go up there and get it.
I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Here is Ryan McMahon.
Now.
Wow.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Okay, the outside of the plate does not exist. A 1-1 count. Good pitch by Keller. Ground ball. That's going to get through as well.
So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
All right. Let's get Horton ready to go.
Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Tolia.
He's pretty much the only one we have. We're going to give him a chance to get Tolia out. And he is not going to do that. That's going to score a run. RBI single by Michael Tolia.
It's 7-2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Yes, Jones is.
That one registered at 105 miles per
Man,
hour, man.
hang it.
That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time.
All right.
The numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that.
Let's have a mound visit. We're going to go ahead and pull him.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Well done by Keller.
He's going to make a change. Mitch Keller won't go any further, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
He did pitch well. They just left him in too long.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Cade Horton.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get
All
on
right,
the
Cade
right
Horton
track.
coming in. Let's see how he does here. 2 out, 2 on.
Now Ezekiel Tovar misses outside. Ball 1.
Plan does not change.
McMahon on second. Tolia at first. 2 out of the inning. Drilled out towards left center field.
And that's going to be a 3-run shot.
And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No
Unbelievable, dude. Against the Rockies, really?
He flexes his power.
A team that's 30 games under 5. Every team plays the same in this game.
They close the gap.
It's a 3-run shot. Now things are just getting weird.
If they keep connecting on pitches like that.
I forget the AI. Fastball inside. Just don't throw it inside anymore.
Well, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
All that getting charged to
Now a
Keller.
chance for number 82.
Just can't believe this game, man. Can't throw a fastball inside to anyone in this game. They always hit it out of the freaking park.
That's outside.
Cade Horton's confidence is shot. Oh my God, give me a break, game. Are you kidding me? It's the freaking Rockies. This game, dude. Love the rubber banding in this game. It's just the best ever. It is the best thing ever. I just wanted you to get 1 out, dude. Can you not get 1 out for me? Okay.
In the air out towards right center.
09, please catch it.
He's got it.
And he does.
That.
Rockies really clawed their way back in.
It's now
Because of course they do.
You're watching Major League Baseball.
The show always has to rubber
exclusively on
band,
the
man.
show.
You can't just have a nice game where you have good pitching.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
But hey, that's the show. Huh. All right. Well, let's see if what we can do here in the 7th.
that's in the dirt.
This is a very important inning
We're up
here.
7.
After
We were up
scoring
7 to
all those
1,
runs, you want
and
your
then the
pitcher
game
to
was
come
like,
out and
okay, that's
just
enough.
mow them down. The offense has worked hard.
They all of a
Shut
sudden got
down
perfect
anytime.
plate vision, hit everything. Keller
That
just
one inside.
didn't know how to
It's
pitch all of a
2-0.
sudden.
The Rockies have some action in the pen.
I just don't expect anything less out of this game. I really don't.
Vodnik also getting ready.
Nicholas is waiting. Let's see if our bats are affected. Twin 1 to Indy Rodriguez.
Here's a high fly ball out to center.
Hanging change up, fly ball. Yep, the game's definitely rigging.
Puts it away for the out.
Just no one can convince me otherwise, man. This Rockies team is 30 games under 500. They're last in the league in average. They're good on defense, but none of that just matters to the game. None of it matters. This Rockies team should be competing then if they're this tough. But hey, whatever.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
1-on-1 to Griffin Conine. And another pop-up. This game.
Tovar.
Where's my home run game? Come on. I need some consistency here. Come on.
There's 2 down. Two down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
That's where our bats are going to get nerfed, aren't
A
it?
fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And
This is where our bats are going to get nerfed.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Good time to get a hit here, IKF. Nope, just a foul ball every damn time. Always have to get foul balls till we get 2 strikes, man.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 2.
Atta boy.
Swings and blasts one
IKF, good
deep to
hit.
center, and that's got extra
That's going into
bases
the
written
gap.
all over it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a
He will get a
two-bagger.
2-out double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Yeah, we good, home. We good.
So runner at second. Two
All right, there's
down.
Nick
At the
Gonzalez.
plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. First pitch.
Well,
and
this
he
umpire, I'll
just
give him credit.
misses.
He's been consistent. Hasn't been calling that side of the plate much.
Kiner-Falefa at second with 2 down.
Good timing out.
Ripped
Love to
on the
see it.
ground to second. Sends it to
All right,
Turner,
well, let's see
and
how much
that
the game's
is
going to
the
rig
inning.
here.
Pirates lead 1. They're still up 7-5.
Going bottom 7. 7-5 now. Excuse me.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Mitch Keller, don't let those 4 earned runs fool you. He pitched great. Just the game has to rubber band every time. That's all it is. That's just what it does, man.
Swings and hits
Fly
one in
ball
the
right
air
field.
out towards right
Conine running
field.
after it. And what a play by Conine. Showing some hustle, helping out Cade Horton. And that's a good first out. Nice play by Griffin Conine.
Now the catcher up to hit. Hunter Fiducia.
That was a heck of a play there.
Inside,
Maybe that'll help
just
Cade settle in.
missed. One down, base is empty.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
This umpire is atrocious, to be nice. I guess he wants the Rockies to get back in this game, too. Glad you called that a strike. I'm actually surprised he did.
Game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back
Oh,
of their
boy.
minds. They're looking for one. 2-0
Trout running.
right there. Excellent
Trout.
pitch
Oh,
selection
no
to
inside
go
the
with.
Parker. I swear, man, Cade Horton's going to be good.
2-2.
I just think he's not quite there yet.
Pirates up by 2. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that
Fly
one in the
ball,
air,
center field.
Cruz moving
You got a
under
man
it.
there.
He's got
Two
it,
down.
and there's 2 away.
Uh-oh. Cade Horton clutching his midsection. Trainer believes Horton may have to be pulled for an oblique or an ab region. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so an injury. Well,
Kyle Nicholas is forced to the mound.
give you an
after
update
the
on that
injury.
after the game.
And he'll feature a hard
Keep an eye on the
slider to work
socials
off
and
his
Discord
fastball.
for an update on that. If it's a big deal. If it's not, won't post anything. So Kyle Nicholas in a little earlier.
So up next, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 3 in this one.
Got to deal with Brenton Doyle.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1.
First time pitching at Coors Field for Nicholas. Just settle in, buddy.
And another
2-0.
ball. And that
3-0.
one just missed off the outside edge.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
I was waiting for the umpire to call that a ball, not gonna lie.
Strike 1.
Not going to sugarcoat that. 3-1 to Brenton Doyle.
Right through there for a strike.
3-2 to Brenton Doyle.
3-2.
Don't get cute.
Warning track. Ball. And you can touch
This
the
game,
ball,
dude.
baseball man.
This game is rubber banding so hard. 7-6.
A gigantic blast. His 14th of the year. It's 7-6.
God, this is a team that's 30 games under 500. Are you kidding me?
Ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
I just wish this game mattered. Every team plays the same. We can't just have a game where we don't make it close. I think in the offseason, I'm going to go sign every high-rated reliever. I'm going to go sign every high-rated reliever.
And here is
And we're really going to see if ratings matter in this game. Just unbelievable, man. They're going to come back and tie it up. I know they will. The game will rig more.
Up the middle.
Oh, my God. Can we please?
Safe at first as they can't make the play.
God, dude. I'm so sick of this.
2 outs. Runner
I'm
first.
literally sick
Next
right
in
now.
for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon.
I'm so freaking sick. This game just has to suck every time. Like, I make the right decisions. I put the right pitchers out there, and the game's like, it don't matter. This team's under 3 or 30 games under 500. It doesn't matter. They're going to play like they're all-stars. It's just unbelievable, man.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Here goes the runner. That's it for a strike.
0-1.
Throw to
Andy
second.
Rodriguez will
There. And the
gun him
inning
out.
is over. But not before they're able
But
to
hey,
come
the game's
closer
going to
with
rubber
this
band
blast.
more.
It's now a 7-6.
Now it's 7-6.
It's Major League Baseball, and
This
it's
game
on
is something
the
else,
show.
man. Just can't do anything. Just can't.
Welcome back, and a new arm
All
on
right.
the mound to start the 8th. Justin
Here's
Anderson.
Justin Anderson.
He has a great slider.
Let's see what
with
1,
tons
2,
of
3 inning
movement.
he's going to put up. Hitting's going to be nerfed now.
And
27th in
now,
ERA, by the way.
I think when you contemplate him as a player,
But
the
hey,
first thing you think about is
ratings don't
defense.
matter in this game. Let's check out Justin Anderson. 33-year-old, 71 overall righty. Slider, fastball, sinker, cutter. He's got some velo on it.
You think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Boy, we don't really have a good chance here. Billy Cook leaned it off against Justin Anderson.
First pitch misses. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Diego Castillo.
Oh, they're going to come
getting
back
ready to
and
come on for
take the
Bud
lead
Light.
if they got Castillo warming up. Oh, boy. This game knows what it's doing.
The 1-0. A little out front there as he
And we
swings
missed
through.
that. Are you shitting me?
That one hit to
There's a
right.
nerf hit.
Robinson brings it in. One away.
Maybe one day SDS will admit that this game is rigged. I mean, maybe one day.
Up next for the Pirates.
I don't think they
Ke'Bryan
will.
Hayes.
I don't think they'll admit it's rigged. I don't think they'll admit the
6'3"
ratings don't
righty,
matter.
230 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. The other way.
Ke'Bryan Hayes actually gets a hit. Slow down, Hayes.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit.
There's Cruz. Oh my God.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Touches the bag for one.
Even when they can't make a play, they get an out. Someone cannot tell me this game's rigged. You can't. Literally impossible.
Yeah, the batter
So
down.
fucking
Ryan
rigged.
Reynolds.
Good timing, too, by the way. But we're nerfed, so it doesn't matter.
And that's in there for strike one.
Here's Reynolds. I don't want to ever... I'm going to go to the sliders, and I'm going to turn the AI contact all the way down. Because they're getting hits off pitches like that.
Anderson ready to work.
Yeah, fuck me.
Swing and a miss.
All right.
Him out.
Of course, we
So
forget how to
one for
hit,
Pittsburgh.
so...
They'll try and hold
Hurry
on
up
to
and let's
their
go let them
7-6
tie it
lead.
up. Bottom of the 8th we go. We got the lead for now. We'll see what happens.
Back here in Denver.
Excuse
digging
my
in,
skepticism.
Ryan McMahon.
Excuse my skepticism. Alright, let's see who's going to rig it.
Nicholas back to work. Pitch misses. Ball one.
You are officially worse than Eric Summerskill. You are officially the worst umpire in this game.
Right
Can't
there
throw a
for
fastball
strike.
inside. They always sit on it. Can't throw a pitch outside
Even though it's right
because
there
it's
and looks
the strike
pretty
zone
good.
don't exist.
Love it. He's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's
1 and 2 to Ryan McMahon.
2 strikes.
Alright, settle down. 1 run. If Nicholas can get 2 outs, we'll call in Bednar here. See if we can get him a 4-out save. You are the...
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
God, I hate this umpire with a passion. Who is this dickhead? Excuse my language. Dave Lawrence, you suck. You are past Eric Summersgill on the crap meter.
Get the tying run on base.
Popped him up.
Ball popped up.
We got lucky there.
And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it.
No, we got lucky there.
Stepping in, Michael Tolia.
All right, here's Tolia.
Looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
That's down the middle as well.
And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
I don't know what to throw, man. Nothing works.
And it's even up.
1-1 to Tolia. Not throwing the fastball. Shove off.
Tap foul at the plate.
The pitch inside. 1-2. All right, let's be real careful here. Don't hang it. Okay, you didn't hang it. That's good. Thank you for not hanging it.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Fly ball, left field. Cook is there.
Makes the grab,
And we'll grab it. 2 down. And we are going to make a pitching change.
Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. He's already homered in this game.
Freaking home run master Tovar over here.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
We're going to ask our closer to get 4 outs. Ugh. I mean, I guess you could argue that it's Coors Field, but still.
Well, the best relievers
I just can't get over how this game plays the same every time. You have a 7-1 lead, everything's pitching perfectly fine, and then there's one play that's not made, and the whole team falls apart.
Not even close.
Now we got to face Tovar. I am not throwing him a fastball. You can get out of here with that.
2 down, nobody on.
Oh my God. It's not where we wanted that.
That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
No signs of wavering.
Splitters missed on both of those locations.
Solid so far.
1-2 now. And it's fouled
Okay.
off. They'll do it again.
1-2. Bednar gets the job done. Strikes out Tovar. 8 innings in the books in this very close game. Crunch time here at Coors. Pirates 7, Rockies 6. We need to get another run.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Diego Castillo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking
right,
for quality
here's Castillo.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score.
He hasn't been good, but I'm sure he'll have a 1-2-3 inning against me. So just ignore those
Now,
stats.
Spencer Horwitz.
Let's check out Diego Castillo, 32-year-old, 70 overall righty reliever. Slider, sinker, fastball, changeup. And he's got velo. Wow.
And it's 1-0.
Good spot there, but
This umpire is awful.
Doesn't seem too convinced by the
So
call out there on the
awful.
mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss.
Don't worry, I'll help you
And
out.
it's a ball to strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Victor Vodnik.
Vodnik
preparing to
warming
come
up.
on if needed. Lawrence getting cranked up as well. Up the
And
middle.
Spencer
And it
will
finds
shoot
its
one up
way
the middle.
through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Second of the night for Spencer Horowitz.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Endy Rodriguez.
Here's Endy.
1 for 4 with a double. And that's too high.
Got a double tonight. That's pretty much all he's shown. Another hit would be nice here.
Fouled off to the right.
Way out in front of that. 1-1. Oh my God.
And that one is lifted in the air.
And Andy pulls it.
Robinson makes the play. 1 down.
Maybe caught that
You
one
know,
off
he's
the
an
edge
all
just a
over the
little
field
bit.
hitter. He
Couldn't
pulls
quite
it.
barrel up enough to really drive it.
Oh, 1 out.
At the play, Griffin
Here's
Conine.
Conine. Good night for him tonight. 2 for 4. He made a great defensive play.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Spencer, I know you are not running.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That one
Of course, a
fouled
foul
off.
ball. We can't just get a hit with 1 strike, can we? We can't. Does not exist.
And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Inside.
Off the mark there. And it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Good stop behind the
This one in
plate.
the dirt, and an
Conine,
excellent
3-2.
job keeping it right there. Fights it off. He'll see another.
No go on that one. Good timing, though. Foul ball. Love this game. How broken it is mechanically.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Guarantee you I'd be giving up a home run on one of those pitches, man. Another good timing.
Pitch of the
Love this
at-bat
game.
due next.
And then we missed that pitch. Of course we did. Because
Strikes. He battled for a long
Okay.
time, but it finishes with a
Conine
strikeout.
strikes out
You
somehow.
can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like
Don't
that.
get it, but hey, whatever
So
floats
next
this game's
to the
boat.
plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And
Here's
first offering
Falefa. He's
is
going to foul
fouled
everything
off.
off till he gets 2 strikes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good take.
Next offering is fouled back.
Foul it off again. Like I said, man, we foul off till we get 2 strikes. That's just what it is.
Horowitz off of first with 2 away. This one in the air, center
Good timing
field.
down the middle, but of course that doesn't matter in the game. So it's going to be a fly ball.
And he makes the catch. And that
All right,
is
now that our pussy
They
bats
can
are
lead off
done,
single, but leave
let's
them
see if we can
stranded.
close it out.
6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the
I
bottom
don't
of the
understand
ninth.
this game.
It's the Pirates 7 and the Rockies 6.
There is a rubber band mechanic in the game, 100%, and the ratings don't matter in this game, also 100%. I'm not being stubborn. It is a fact.
All set for the bottom of
No
the
one can
ninth.
tell me
So
otherwise.
now for
There's not one
Colorado,
thing you
number
can put in
82.
front of me that's going to convince me otherwise. Can I fucking switch the guys, please? Thank you.
Now into the ball game on defense. G1
Let's bring in Bay for
He'll play
defense.
second. And there's
Bednar
a
back
strike.
out there. Looks for save number 32. He is 5th in saves in the National League. A lot of National League teams on that scale.
One-run game, bottom 9.
I got a ball,
And that one
strike.
upstairs.
Stairs.
And a count 1 and 2.
I get nervous every time I throw a fastball, man. I really do. That's a hanger.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball.
I hate this game. I hate this game. I
Into
hate this game. I
second
hate
base.
this game. I
The
hate this game.
tying run is
Curveball
off
inside
with
at
the
your
leadoff
freaking ankles, and you get a double off that. Meanwhile, we're getting fastballs down the middle of the plate with good timing, and we get misses.
And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game.
This
with
game
another
just
base
sucks
hit.
in every single way.
Next for
Oh, of
Colorado,
course.
Tyro is
That's
strike.
why. The game's like, oh, you wanted that up, didn't you, buddy?
Well,
All right, let's lock
these are the
in. See if
situations
we can
closers, they
miraculously
seem
get
to
these
live
3
for.
outs.
And you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing
Good
and
splitter,
a
0-2.
miss. 0-2
Now with 2 strikes, the AI get bonus to contact, power, vision, and discipline. Also a fact.
Doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Who is sitting on that? There you go.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Put it up.
So the tying run at second.
Well, that is not where we
Keeps
wanted
the
it,
at-bat
game.
Going with a foul ball.
Every pitcher pitches the same. You just got to hope it doesn't screw up.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him. and
Fucking
he
my
hit him.
ass right now. Are you...
Bottom of the 9th, 1-run game. 2
Good
on.
pitch release.
Robinson
Cool
facing
game.
now.
Why did you not throw it where I wanted you to throw it? Good Lord.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5.
I should have tagged that runner.
3.
I should have tagged that runner so hard.
Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double
That's a double play.
That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
I should have tagged that runner, man. But then again, I'm sure some weird animation would have happened and we would have missed him.
Big spot here. Bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out. Hunter Fiducia digging in for the Rockies.
Okay, not a lot of power. Not a lot of contact.
So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. And there's a
Strike 1.
Good heater at 98.
The advantage has to be in Bednar's favor here. He's got 49 clutch. Bednar's got 69 clutch. Nice. Ooh, I missed that one.
Missed.
1-1. Do I really want to throw a fastball inside?
That misses,
God.
And it's 2-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
This umpire, dude, I want him out. I want him out. 3-1. Brandon Doyle on deck. This game, dude. This game.
Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fly ball right field. Conine will grab it. And we're going to hold on. Like literally the definition of holding on. Screw you, Sony San Diego, and your rubber banding rigging game. Jesus Christ. 30 games under 500, my butt. This team fought harder than teams we've played. Final score, Pittsburgh 7, Colorado 6. We can take a sigh of relief here.
I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Jesus, man. The offense came early. Horowitz with a 2-run shot. But, boy, the Rockies just, you know, fought back with help to SCS's mechanics. Everything was down the middle to every one of these guys because, you know, that's where we want it. We got some big plays. There's the double play. And Griffin Conine running in to grab this one, sealing the final out. I swear, dude. If that game doesn't convince you that there's a rubber band in this game, I don't know what will. I seriously don't know what will. It seems like ever since that play where Nick Gonzalez dove over that ground ball, because, you know, that's a thing in real life, you know, players diving over ground balls, don't you hate when that happens? Ever since that happened, they got that one run in the third, they really just learned how to hit. And then in that 6th inning, Mitch Keller, who was just killing it, forgot how to pitch. Just miraculously, maybe he was tired. Maybe he was tired. But just everyone forgot how to pitch. It's insane. It's crazy. But we get the last laugh. We hold on. We get the dub. Horowitz, player of the game, 2 for 5 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Mitch Keller gets the win, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walked, 4 earned runs. 3 of those came in the 6th inning. Ke'Bryan Hayes had a 2 RBI game. Nick Gonzalez 1 for 3, and O'Neal Cruz 3 for 5. I think O'Neal Cruz probably should have got it, but that's fine. And Bednar gets his 32nd save. Next episode, we will be in. What did I say I was going to do in the next episode? I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, good news. We got a generational prospect at third base, Denny Odell. Get familiar with him because he's going to be up soon enough, and he's going to be making a difference for this Pirates team as we enter our playoff window. So, you want to see more Pirates franchise content? I mean, I'm going to do it anyway. But if you want to help me out, like the video and subscribe. As soon as we get to 400 subs on YouTube, be doing a custom merch box giveaway. Shirts that no one else on the planet will have. Sounds pretty good, right? And all you have to do is get to 400. Don't have to pay a thing. So, if you want to do that, I got you back. See you in the next episode. Everyone have a good night. Take a big sigh of relief, buckos.